Hey, good morning everyone, it's Tractorman 44 here. Hey, I guess you can tell, once again, by the backdrop, I'm in my much older brother's shed. Yeah, he called me this morning with a little bit of a problem. You know, he's getting to where his fingers are a little bit thick and have a little trouble sometimes, you know, getting the points and condensers and stuff inside the distributors. And on top of that, he's working on what he calls a, he fondly refers to it as a junk Deere, but you and I both know it's a John Deere. But anyway, this is a 301 series John Deere, and he informs me that they were manufactured from 1970 to from 1971 to 1973. We don't really know what year it is, never run the numbers or anything, but it's somewhere in that age group. But at any rate, I tell you what, we put points and condensers in plenty of tractors and plenty of engines of all sizes, shapes, and descriptions. But this one here rates right up in the top 5 of the worst ones that I've ever had to do, and I don't blame him for calling for a little bit of help. This was the tightest, most aggravating, irritating thing to put in. There's just so much stuff to go in such a tight spot, and I don't know what makes it so difficult as compared to the other old tractors we have, but this one was it, without a doubt. I'll show it to you here in a second. But I told him the thing I would do is junk all this stuff and go with the Petronics or whatever it is, electronic ignition, get the suppression wires and the flamethrower coil, and just be done with it and hell with these points. Because man, it's just a pain. Now that it's all done, you can look in there and say, well, heck, that doesn't look that difficult. But and I can't even tell you exactly why it was. But there was so much stuff to go into that super tight spot, and that insulating component that has to slip down over the top of the 2-prong part on that backing plate just made it exceptionally difficult. But at any rate, we got it all in. The only thing we lack now is putting the rubber gasket on the wire going over to the coil. And then put the dust cover on and all that. We've already set the points at 20 thousandths, so it's ready to rock. Now, I'd kind of like to point out a little detail that he just added to it this past week. If you notice this nice fancy looking John Deere yellow accessory, you know, we're getting to the point where we have a heck of a time climbing up on some of these tractors, and so I think that's really a doggone good addition right there, especially on these 3 points. You got to climb up over the back end of them if you decide to come up over the back, which a younger guy can do, but us old guys do not want to do it all. And reminiscent of his days working for Midas Muffler, of course he never did that. He's always been a heavy equipment operator. But you can see what he's done here. He's put him a superb chrome stack tied right into the exhaust manifold with this awesome bend right here. He's kind of proud of that. Actually, for all you John Deere fans out there, I'm not going to tell you that he actually said that the pipe's actually worth more than the tractor. But I mean, those are his words, not mine, you know, because I'm not prejudiced to color when it comes to tractors, you know what I mean? I like them red, all the different colors of red. I like green, the multiple colors of green. I like orange ones, I like yellow ones, I like all kinds of them. John Deere's are okay, if you have to have one. So anyway, guys, I didn't know he had a red shirt on whenever I come over this way, or otherwise I wouldn't have worked, because this way we look like the Bobbsey twins, and I don't like that. Actually, we look like 2/3 of the Bobbsey triplets, you know, but the other brother's way over in the other part of Illinois, you know what I mean? So hey, this is the much older brother, and this Tractorman 44, and we're out of here.
Me too.